How's it going, fellas? Welcome to episode 18 of All the Mods 10, where I will be getting an induction matrix. So last episode I ended it terribly by realizing that I pretty much need an induction matrix, yet I don't have one, and I realized that once I was out of time for the episode. So this episode I will definitely be getting the induction matrix, hopefully. And maybe I'll start on that fusion reactor, because we have the fission reactor already. Sorry, I cut myself off there in accident. We have the fission reactor already, but I don't have the fusion reactor. So if I look here, we have all these things, and they're working good and stuff, but I'm currently throttled on power throughput. Now, I could just spam down more ultimate batteries, but I feel like that's a band-aid, and I don't want a band-aid. I want a freaking induction matrix. That's what I'm going to do. So the first step of getting my hands on induction matrix, I know I need lithium. Well, let me look at the induction casing. So, okay, that's easy, but if I look at this... Wait, hang on. They didn't change it, did they? Does it not need lithium anymore? Okay, no, we still need lithium. We need lithium dust. Now, we're going to get lithium dust from the chemical crystallizer, which needs the lithium liquid. We get the liquid from deconcentrating it, apparently. Okay. And we get that from a thermal evaporation tower. So in this, we're going to put brine, which I believe brine is gotten from just water. Is that right? Yeah. So we need 2 of these thermal evaporation towers. That's why I put this in the desert. I knew that the thermal evaporation towers worked best in the desert. So I'm going to get some patterns that we're going to need in order to make these so we can have the crafting process just be a bit easier. I'm absolutely going to want a pattern for this. There we go. This needs bronze. Do I have bronze essence? I don't think I do. I do. Okay, never mind. We're good. We're chilling. Okay, that's easy. But I don't have a pattern for bronze ingot, so I am going to need that. And I also need a pattern for superheating element, which luckily also looks very easy. Cool. So that's the pattern for thermal evaporation block down. I guess just to make it even better, I could get the advanced solar generators, which provide it more heat. So let me get a pattern for this. I need a pattern for regular solar generator as well. And then I need a pattern for solar panel. And that should be good. So I'll just throw all these in here real quick. And give me 8 of these. That should finish up instantly. I wasn't expecting instantly, but I'll take it. And then I say, give me like, what, 500 of these? Yeah, that'll be good. And then we're going to need 2 of these thermal evaporator controllers. There's 1. And I'm missing a bucket. Okay. Give me a bucket, and there's the second controller. Very nice. We'll head back to the desert. So, if you've never seen it, they look a little bit like this. I think it's kind of like this, right? And then you just build this up. And that goes up high like 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Hang on, I already forgot how many this was. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. We'll do 17. Because I think the max is 18. And then I guess I'll get up my building gadget. Set this to build to me, probably is the best to do here. Come all the way up here. And then I just do this. Without fail, hopefully. I'm failing a little bit right now. Can I not? Okay, I can't shift. I can't hold crouch while I'm doing this. Good to know. And then up here, I add just a couple more, like this. And in the corners, I'm going to put the advanced solar generators. Just like this. If I can... There we go. My big body was in the way. I missed. This is so hard to place. Why are you so hard to place, advanced solar generator? Oh, it's probably because this is in the way. You go there. Okay, cool. And then it needs a controller. And boom, it formed. So we just got to fill this guy with water. I'm realizing now this might need, does it need a port? What is, or do I just, can I just like pump fluid into this thing? No. How do I put water in it? Do I put it in the controller itself? No. Okay, I found it. I need thermal evaporation valve. So I guess I'm probably gonna need a couple of these, right? Like probably 3 of them at least. So here's 3. I'm gonna get 1 here. I'm gonna get another over here. And this one is going to get the water from a sink. There we go. I'm going to give it an epic upgrade, a super epic one. Get my wrench out. And there you go. You should have a bunch of water. You instantly fill it up with brine, so we're looking pretty good. I just need to copy this. I don't know if I ever made a copy paste gadget, so let me make one. Fills up with energy instantly, very nice. Copied 0 blocks, so if I come up here and click that, maybe shift right click it, yeah. Copy 208 blocks. So how does this work? Paste. Okay, we want to rotate that. So how do we rotate? Okay, that's one way. That's not quite how I want that to go down. No, that's not quite what I want. Rotate it again. Rotate it again. Is that what I want? No, I don't think so. I think that's what I want, right? Or is the controller on the opposite side there? I can't tell where the controller is. What am I looking at here? That's 2 valves. I think this is right. Am I going to come to regret that? No, that's right. Okay, good. So here I'm going to get a fluid pipe. You're going to send brine into this sucker. Why did it not connect? Whoops. Did not mean to do that. Oh shoot, my valve. No, valve goes here. And you're going to export into this. And for some reason, this is not formed, I'm realizing. Now it's formed. Okay. And you get brine, and out comes liquid lithium. Nice. You, however, my friend, need an upgrade. There you go. Okay, yeah, we're pumping out liquid lithium now. Although this guy has stopped making brine. Temperature is low. I wonder if that is because of the sun not being out. I don't know. Actually, I don't even know if the temperature is that low. But the sun being out does increase the temperature. So production is going up. Nice. And how is this doing? 6, 7 buckets of lithium. Nice. So we need to get a, what was it? Like some kind of decondensator. Because right now we have, is this lithium the gas that we have? Hang on. I did not mean to place those. Liquid lithium. Okay. And we need to turn this into just regular old lithium. And this is what makes the lithium dust. Okay. So we need a chemical crystallizer. And we need a decondensator or a rotary condensator. So, wow, chemical crystallizer, that's quite the recipe. Give me a chemical crystallizer and give me a rotary condensator. Preferably not with my fluid tank full of lava. I'm going to have to craft a basic fluid tank. Where is basic fluid tank? On the right here. Am I blind? Basic fluid tank. Thank you. Basic fluid tank. Okay, can I make a rotary condensator now? Thank you. Oh my gosh. Put the right fluid tank in the rotary condensator. Okay. I was wrong, by the way. I need another thermal valve. So, give me another thermal valve. And I was pretty close to how many thermal evaporation blocks I needed at least. That's cool. Alright, thermal valve there. Rotary condensator here. You get fluid. You extract from there. You're going to get an advanced pipe upgrade. Boom. So, go to fluids at the top, set it to input. It's already set to input. God, not these problems again. Why did liquid lithium 10,000? What's your dealio? Why aren't you exporting liquid lithium? Hang on. It needs to be set to decondensating maybe? Yeah, okay. My bad. I just didn't understand. So you're going to get a flux point. There you go, buddy. And you're going to get some upgrades. Let me pull those out of the system. There you go, buddy. And you're also going to get a muffling upgrade, which, do I even have any of those crafted? I don't think I do. So let me craft some more. There you go. And now you're muffled. Cool. You're going to go into this chemical crystallizer. I'm just going to need, actually, can I just like auto export? Is it a chemical? Yeah, chemicals config. Output. Eject is on. So boom, this fills up automatically. It's just going to need some power, which I don't have any flux points in my backpack anymore. All right, here's your power. Here's your upgrades. And now you're making me tons of lithium, hopefully. 3, 4. Cool, we can already make a small induction matrix. I am going to set this to output into an ender chest. So if I come over here to items, set the output, auto eject is on. Lithium's going to go in there. I'm going to have to do /spawn. Come over to my drawers. I need a spot for lithium. So I'll just stick it in that drawer with one empty spot left, and I'm realizing now this is a different ender chest, so that's fine. Let me get... Actually, you know what? This wouldn't be a bad time to have a base chest. Like an ender chest that, like, I just put stuff into it, and no matter what, it just gets sucked into the system, like onto the disks. Like, I have plenty of storage on my disk drives. I can just use those. So let me set up a base chest. So I'll get 2 import buses on this, give them all acceleration cards, and then Fluix cables, and there we go. That should start importing everything. It is not importing anything. Why? Oh, I know why. That makes sense. It's because this is like a little sub-network line, if that makes sense. I'd need to connect it to this dense smart cable here, which I think I'm pretty much out of channels. No, I'm not. I have a couple left. Okay, yeah, I can connect it to that. All right, acceleration cards, and none of the lithium is in there anymore. And let's check our channels really quick, just make sure we're good. 29 and 29. Okay, cool. You should not be here, buddy. Sorry. Bye-bye. So we got 269 lithium dust, and it's going up like a couple every second, which is very good. Now let's get some patterns for some induction matrix gaming. All right, so induction casing. We'll get a pattern for that. Get a pattern for the port. Get a pattern for induction cell. And I'm guessing I may as well just go all the way up the line. It's going to cost a lot of lithium, but I can just wait a little bit and I'll just have a bunch of it super soon. So we're going to go all the way to ultimate. And then we need the same thing for the induction providers, which also has to go up the line, it would seem. So I have to start at basic, and then I go to advanced, and then to elite, and then I go to ultimate. And all of these are going in my assembler matrix. This induction provider is one of the important things because the reason I'm making this is we were lacking throughput, and the induction provider can do 131 million megajoules. It can do 131 mega. I don't know what that means, to be honest with you. I'm not going to lie. But it sounds like a big number. So can I have one induction provider? I can. How much lithium? 256? Start. We'll see how long that takes. I assume these are... Yeah, they're getting to work. Time wand. Just going to time wand you real quick. It's done. One ultimate induction provider. I don't know what that number means, but that's okay. I'll then just get like 200 of this, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, give me all that. I'm going to need at least 2 of these ports. And I'm going to, I guess, one ultimate induction cell, but I probably don't have enough lithium. I don't. But if I just wait a minute, I'll have that lithium. Wow, I said that weird. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if you had to hear me say that. Yeah, like 40, 37, 35. I'll have it in a second. All right, give me my ultimate induction cell. I'm going to probably... Oops, that's not what I wanted. Probably going to have to speed you up again, I'm assuming. Oh my gosh, that's got a lot of things to make. Boom, we're done. Ultimate induction cell. But where do I want to put this? I could... hang on a second, I'm thinking. My brain is currently operating. I guess I could put it in here. Yeah, I'll put it in here. This is going to be a little scary. I'm going to destroy this, which means our power is obviously going down. I'm going to quickly place these back down, though. Get some flux plugs back on these. And these batteries are going to start draining. Yeah, that is about what I expected. And I think I'll put it here. So I'll have a port there. And then I'll break these blocks, right? And you know what? I'm currently getting, like, literally terrified. So actually, I'll take some universal cable. Connect to this. I don't want, like, my soul surge and my wither to just, like, start flying around and killing everything. Like, all my machines and stuff. So I'm actually gonna... Oh, this is a mess. This is a huge mess. I'm gonna start connecting these up because I'm a little scared right now. Okay, there we go. We're getting our power back. That's good. Now, up here is where I'll build the induction matrix. So I'm gonna surround this port and induction casing. And hopefully I have enough room here. I totally don't. But we're gonna fly with it for right now. And I can fix the way it looks on the surface later. So I'll need, I guess, a provider. I'll need a cell. And I just cover the rest of this up. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. All right. And then we have to do one more layer. And that's where this other port goes. And that's an induction matrix, ladies and gentlemen. Now, I guess here is where I can have, you know what? This could be like a silly little opportunity. I could put the flux controller here, right? Right there. And I could also have the flux plug here. Flux plug. Give me one of those. There we go. Now that's putting energy into our network. Just max out that transfer limit, set it to bypass limit, and do the same for the controller, so they're both the same now. And this can be like my little power station. I can call it Prince Evince's power station. And we can easily check on how our power is doing over here. Just for the sake of looks, I could put like some induction casing here. It doesn't mess up the multi-block, does it? It totally does. Never mind, I'm not doing that. I could get like some facade blocks maybe. And do I really care that much? I don't know if I care that much. I think I just leave it here and I call that a day. Prince of Vince's power station. I guess I could get like some glow ink on it, maybe. Glow ink. Here you go, buddy. And power gives off a green vibe, so I'll make it green. That is green right there after all. Although everything else is blue and black, so I don't know. Whatever. All right, we got the induction matrix. We just need to hook it up. So come back down here. Wow, I instantly was crawling. And I should be able to just do that. That starts filling up. Break this. I should probably get out my configurator. That would probably make sense. And set this to energy. If I shift right click these, I thought I'd be able to pick them up, but I was wrong. I could just vein mine it if I break this one. Yeah, I can vein mine all of these. Let me do that. Cool. And some of these are also extra. I can get rid of some of these too. Like that one, this one. Oh my gosh, this is going to take forever. Why do these take so long to break? I don't have efficiency on this Paxel, actually. I thought I totally did. I totally don't. My bad. But I can vein mine this one. Okay. So we have 1.3 GJ, whatever that means. Can I change this to like FE? Yeah, that's a number I actually understand. Inputting 200,000 FE, outputting nothing. So why is it? Hang on, break this. Are you gonna be outputting something now? No. Oh, I know why. It's because this one at the top shouldn't be green, actually. This should be red. There we go. Okay, we're outputting a crazy number that I don't understand, but our power overall is going up. That is literally all that matters. And now that I have this crazy induction matrix thing, I can do this. That's kind of fun, right? What are we inputting now? Inputting 580,000? What if I... 128 times speed. Okay, I think we've reached the throughput limit of these universal cables, which is totally understandable. Either that or we've reached the limit. No, we haven't reached the limit of the provider because it went up. How are you doing now? 1 million FE per tick? That's kind of awesome. Where are we at? 2 million FE per tick? Yeah, I mean, nice. 1.2 GFE. Is that like... I don't even know what that number is. It's either FE or J. Dude, I don't know what these numbers mean. Is that like billion? Is that 1.6 billion FE? And it's like can hold 1.6 trillion? Is that what I'm looking at? Dude, I don't know. Either way, let me fix this. We now have an induction matrix, and that is kind of awesome. And I actually kind of like this like power station thing over here. I think that's kind of cool. So hopefully that fixed some of the issues I was having last episode. So let me come back to the desert. And our throughput should now be a whole lot better for power. So I remember this chemical infuser is giving me a lot of trouble. So, but can I just put a flux point here and then fill you up with speed upgrades? And are you just going to work now? Speed upgrades in. It's blinking. What if I give you another flux point? So flux point here. Are you doing better now? Oh yeah, you're not given the error anymore, the warning. So you have, oh yeah, this is keeping up. This is good. Yeah, you're like barely falling down. You are going to fall down inevitably, but like it's keeping up way better than it was before, which means we're now needing to do a lot more enriching to make more yellow cake uranium, which is going to make the uranium oxide. But this chemical infuser, which is making the stuff we need, the uranium hexafluoride, it feels like it's actually doing stuff now. That is very good. And this is doing something. It looks like it's trying to do something. Dude, this is using 300,000 FE per tick. Oh my god. We cannot sustain that. We can't. We do not have the power generation to sustain that. Also, where is it going? We're not using that much fissile fuel. So, stats, let me change the limit to like 5 millibuckets per tick, or megabuck, whatever it is. I'm just curious about that temperature number. I'm a little worried about it, really, to be honest with you. And I don't know what I'm going to do with all the steam. I guess we're going to put it in the turbine. I don't know. But 5 seems fine. It doesn't seem to be too upset by 5. I'm still worried about this right here. What's strange is I don't know where the fissile fuel is even going. It's not filling up this. This is... Oh, it's filling up now. Okay, okay. Now it's filling up. We're running out of water. What? Oh, I'm not... Oh. Interesting. I don't have enough throughput of water. I know I'm going to get at least one comment probably. Or if I don't say this, I'll get comments about it. I know there is a way to instantly fill these things up with water. I think it's the EvilCraft thing. By the way, I'm recording this right next to the last episode. I haven't seen the comments of the last episode, so I don't have any context. I haven't gotten into EvilCraft. Oh my god, the temperature. Oh my god, that's probably not good. I need to give these guys upgrades. I'm panicking right now. Yeah, I don't have EvilCraft, so I can't do the infinite water thing like super easily. So I'm using these fluid pipes with the ultimate pipe upgrades. I know industrial foregoing is very not industrial foregoing. Integrated dynamics is very good. But this is really easy because I have this already set up. So I think this amount of sinks seems to be doing the trick now, which is good. So that'll work. What if I up this to like 15? This amount of sinks is not doing the trick anymore. So let me get some more sinks. I'll do like 4 more. You guys will go here. 1, 2, 3, 4. More fluid pipes. Boom, 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 boom. And then upgrades. All right, how you doing now? Okay, we're good on water now. That is good. Upgrade this to 20. 20 is too much. Okay, let's get like 3 more, 4 more, 3 more sinks. And I need more upgrades. I think I'm out of upgrades, so give me like 20 of those because I use these a lot. They're very helpful. Okay, 1, 2, 3 sinks. This does feel a little ridiculous, I won't lie. I should just get the infinite water thing, but I'm stupid. I'm stupid and dumb, so where's my upgrades at? Where did they go? Oh, they're up here. My bad. Upgrade. There we go. Okay. Water, we're good on. It is gonna fill up with steam. I don't know what happens when it fills up with steam. I'm scared I'm hitting scram. I don't want it to like explode or something. I'm scared it's gonna blow up if it fills up with steam. I don't know how these things work. We are good on fissile fuel though. What we're probably maybe potentially not good on is power. I'm a little scared of that. Let me see how full our induction matrix is at this point. We weren't doing good. That worries me. How is this going? These guys still have okay, they do still have power. I'm mainly worried about the stasis chambers here. Like if this wither gets free, he's just gonna destroy everything. That would be terrible. Now of course our power will be upgraded when we finally use this ridiculous amount of steam we're generating and put it in a turbine. So I guess I need to get the blocks to build that. So this is Future Prince events. A lot of things have happened in between what you just saw and what you're seeing right now. I ended up building a turbine in order to generate power from the steam that we're getting from our fusion reactor, but it didn't produce as much as I wanted. Anyways, here is the turbine, which is pretty cool. Why am I not showing the rest of it? Well, I don't know how, but the reactor blew up. I was trying to figure out how I just get some polonium, and I couldn't tell you why, but oh, it's because this has nuclear waste in it. How did that happen? This is like 200 buckets of nuclear waste in it. Okay, that makes sense. I genuinely don't know how it happened, but yeah, the thing blew up. It's not a big deal. We'll rebuild it. But I also discovered from comments and from helpful people in my Discord server that the actually additions fluid laser can infinitely transfer fluids. So I don't need 12 different fluid pipes and pipe upgrades. I just get the actual additions laser. So that's cool. That being said, we're not going to need a turbine anymore. I believe that I have found probably the best way to generate power in ATM10. I don't think I found it. I'm sure other people found it before me. It's not like a new thing, but it's what I already have. It's just more of it. So that's what we're going to do. Now, I didn't show this on camera, but I have temporarily placed down some extra thermo generators, these things, over here, just because I really needed the power. And obviously those don't fit in very good with the aesthetic. I'm thinking what I'm going to do is that induction matrix up there, over here. Yeah, this induction matrix. I'm instead of making this the power room, this room right here, I think I just make it the induction matrix room. Or what I could do is I could have power generation like on one side and the induction matrix on the other side. I also think that could be pretty cool. I'm thinking induction matrix on this side and power generation over there. That's what I'm thinking. So I'm going to get to work. All right, I got the thermo generators set up, so they're each producing 15,750 per tick, but they're also soul surged 3 times per generator. I believe a soul surge is 4x, so this is technically 13 thermo generators inside of one, and this is 23 thermo generators. 23 times 13 is about 300. This will produce like close to 15 million RF per tick, which would be incredible. And there's nothing saying we can't just, extend it further that way. Like, we could just get more in the future. This is an insane power setup. I don't need these 2 sets of fluid pipes, but I did it for uniformity. I think it's a nice looking setup, just the way it is. So my end goal is, I suppose, to move the induction matrix into this wall and get rid of these extra couple thermo generators. I should have ideally left these, or I should have removed these to begin with, but I didn't want to remove all of our power generation while I worked on that, because I wanted to have some kind of power generation so we wouldn't instantly run out of power, so that's why I didn't break these just yet. But they are going to have to go now. Bye-bye, soul lava. Give me all that. And then I can just break these, and I can, I guess I can get rid of this one, and I can vein mine the rest of them. And just like that, it's all gone. So this is going to kill power, and I'm not sure the best way I want to do this. Maybe I just be a psycho, and I just make another induction matrix. I mean, it's not like I don't have the materials, realistically. So what, I just need one of these providers and a cell. And I could combine them into, like, one large induction matrix. I guess that cell is going to take a minute to craft, isn't it? What is taking so long? Oh, yeah. I'll just speed you up a little bit. There we go. Boom, done. Cell, give me that. And I guess I'll just build another one right here. Yeah, I can have like an extra big one just because I can. Or I could make it a little more uniform with the size of the room. I mean, I can still do this and also have it be big, so I'll just do that. I feel like this is the normal size, but I think we go like 2 more like that, and then that is a pretty big one right there. So we should be able to fit 2 providers and cells in this. So let's get 1 cell down and also get our ports down. There we go. And then we had another provider, right? Yep. Give me that provider. There we go. And I lost some of my induction casings. Give me those back. And then we have a freaking huge induction matrix. And I'm wondering, do I really want to extend out this room, or do I just want it to poke out the wall? I'm not sure. It'd definitely be easier to just make it poke out the wall, so I'm thinking that's what I might do. And it's not like it would look bad. I don't think this looks bad. Just do it like this. Yeah, cover that up. It does look kind of funny, actually. All right, I think I will unfortunately have to extend this wall out because that looks kind of goofy. Although we have run into a bit of an issue with our room where our assembler matrix is. Yeah, maybe I won't extend it out then because I don't want to run into that issue. All right, what about that? I think that looks kind of cool. I don't mind this little ordeal, although I don't like the double thick layer right there. Maybe I should get rid of that. Oh, shoot, I'm out of endstone. Endstone bricks. Give me some of those. Yeah, I think that looks good. I like that, actually. Like the little way I trimmed around it, like a molding kind of deal. I don't know what you would call this. In fact, I wonder, maybe I like... Hang on, let me try something here, actually. Is there like a framed vertical slab? I'm gonna guess that there are no vertical slabs, unfortunately. Well, you know what? I don't think that's too bad right there. So I just gotta make this go into there. And then before I do that, I should probably get the sidage configured. Because like up here on my real induction matrix, I have the flux plug. So I should probably get a flux plug on the other end and also set that end to output. So I get my configurator, I get a plug. Let me hit up the plug, you know what I'm saying? And I'm lost. Where am I? Okay, I'm turning around a billion times on my own base. Come over here. On this end, I'll slap the plug and set that to output. Coolio. And then I just make this go into there, right? That's all I do. So let me get some ultimate cables, which I'm now realizing these don't even do enough throughput for how much power I'm generating. I don't think, at least. So we have to figure out something for that. But I actually also could start draining this and set this to output and extract into there. And that should be, oh my God, 52. Okay, I was wrong. They're doing enough. I think it's maybe 3 million per cable, if I'm not mistaken. And I'm also now realizing I don't think we have to do this at all, because I can just take the battery out of there and I can put it into here, right? Isn't that a thing I could do? I'll take the cell. Yeah, it has 56.7 GFE, whatever that means. And I'm also going to put the provider in there as well. So we got a super duper big battery now, which is freaking awesome. Cover this back up. And I need to make sure I hook those back up as well. And I'm going to just vein mine this old induction matrix and make sure I plug this hole real quick, because that's kind of awkward seeing sunlight when I'm underground. And I don't know if this is how... Is this how I want to do the cabling? This feels nasty for some reason. You know what I could do is I could just take more advantage of entangled blocks. I could do something like this. It's a little goofy, but I mean, I don't see why it wouldn't work. So I get my binder, entangle that, and then do that. And that should work, I would think. This is it working? Input 300,000 FE per tick. Oh, I was about to say that's not the couple million I was expecting. It's because these aren't hooked up to our souls yet. So these aren't soul surged yet. That is our power before soul surging. So if I do that, 393, 488, yeah, 500,000. Okay, so yeah, this is our pre-soul surged power generation. I just need to hook up one of these suckers to an interface. I hope we are able to be generating enough souls in order to support this. Now, I do think that I've said that I should probably up our soul generation. This is not what I needed, not what I wanted. I need to go to echo shards. And a way we can do that is we can soul surge our laser drills, which we should probably also soul surge our stasis chamber once we do that, so our wither gets more healing. So give me like 60 soul surges here. And I'm going to start by soul surging the stasis chamber. Where's my soul surges? There we go. Boom, 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 boom. And then I'm going to have to connect those with pipes which I'm thinking I'll do under, ooh, diamonds. I think I'll do underneath here. So give me some soul pipes as well. And this is going to help heal our wither, just to be sure that Mr. Warden doesn't die, because that would be bad, because then we'd lose our souls, and that would mess up our energy production and a lot of other productions of things. So you don't want that to happen. All right, these are all connected, and we don't have an interface here, so I'm gonna have to get an interface, which I guess I could just connect one like right here below our quantum ring, like that, and then right click here. Actually, just right click all of these and set them to the max amount. There we go. Is this online? Device is online. Well, of course it's online. I'm seeing it populate with the souls. How many souls are we at? We got none. Is it because, what's our dealio here? I don't know what our dealio is. We'll figure it out. But yeah, let's get this guy connected. So give me some pipes, soul pipe, and we're going to connect it to our stasis chamber. And this should heal our wither up really good. There we go. Let's check on you. How are you doing? You are at full health now. Before, I think you're missing a couple hearts, but you're doing good now. Whoa, I just saw some weird yellow particles. I don't know what caused that. Anyways, now we want to soul surge laser drills, and you're probably noticing the same problem that I initially noticed when I had this idea, which is that they have power cables all over them, and that's not particularly incredible. Now, Neptune in my Discord server did suggest some kind of power emitter from Just Dire Things. I assume it's very similar to the Draconic Evolution power crystal thing. I'm unsure what it was. Let me look and see what he called it. Sorry, he called it an energy emitter. Energy transmitter. Maybe that's what he was talking about, energy transmitter. And we can make this. I'm a little worried if it's going to have enough throughput, though. I don't know how much this can do, but we'll give it a try. I guess I'm going to have emit energy to all of these guys. I should probably, like, stick it somewhere in a centralized location. I can put it right there. That's a place. Oh, and it has a radius. It's just like all the other Just Dire things. So, I guess, is that reaching? Yeah, it is reaching. So, is that, yeah, I guess whatever that range is on Z2, I'll do 2 on every side. And that should reach, yeah, it should reach all of the laser drills, and that's exactly what it's doing. Perfect. Although the Y does not need to be set to 2. Maybe like 1? Yeah, Y set to 1 is perfect. So that means I can get rid of, like, a lot of these. Shoot. I'm realizing some of the pipes are also going to be necessary for the wither, and I don't really care about soul surging the wither setup, but that's okay. That's okay. I'm just going to get rid of these for now, and we're going to work with what we got. I'm thinking the way I provide that energy transmitter with power, because it's in such a, like, weird spot, is I just entangle it and come up here and put the entangled block there, and this I will just slap, like, 2 flux points on or something. And that flux point is not connecting. Is that right? Is it not getting any power? No, it is not getting any power. Okay, so apparently you have to put power in its butt. Let me try. What if I move this to, like, here? Wow, that looks... Wow, okay, hang on a second. What on earth? That is weird. Turn off render area, because that's tripping me out. What if I do that? Will it connect on any of these sides? Okay, it connects to the top. So if I move this over here and then do that, it connects to the top. Are you going to get power now? Yes. And it is doing stuff, although I'm a little worried because it's not doing stuff as fast as I would like, really. Makes me wonder if I'm going to need multiple of these things. Does it say, like, how much it's using? Not really. How much are you using? 17,000 FE per tick, maybe? Like, I'm worried because the power drops, but maybe it's okay. I'm just going to go for it and see what happens. So I'm going to start slapping down some surges. All right, I have absolutely smothered this thing in about as many soul surges as I could place. So I guess now I just connect them with these pipes, and that's really about it. Is that connected? No, connected right there. This looks connected. These ones at the top aren't connected, though. Connect these. Make sure the ones at the top are connected. They're connected all the way around. Ones at the bottom should be connected. Why are you? Oh, I see why you're not connecting. Let's just do that. And I guess I could just get a ring around the bottom so I know for a fact they're all just chilling. And we'll get the rings in the sides too. So you're good, you're good. Okay, this is all looking good. So now I just need to, I guess, hook it up to this right here. So I could just like soul pipe this, I guess. Boom. And then boom. And then are we like getting a billion smillion souls? If I can check the thing. It's definitely empty on power, this sucker. But we are full on souls. It's just this power is like a little spooky. Let's see, how much are you using? About 30,000 FE. I'm assuming that's like the limit. We might need more transmitters. So in order to get those more transmitters, we are going to need some Celesta gems. So I can do that. Let me actually break that and then speed this sucker up a little bit. And then that should get us some Celesta gems like super fast. And I guess while I'm at it, I could make more. So I just like vein mine that, speed this up a bit more. Oh shoot, it's not gonna like run out of time, is it? Yeah, I already need to feed it again. No, I'm not gonna make more. I don't want to feed it again. I have a limited amount of those skulk things. I'm sure there's a way I can get them easily, but I don't want to worry about that right now. Alright, so let's try out like maybe 4 more of these. So I'll do like 1, 2, 3, 4 flux points right there, and then put them on the flux points, and then I just need to appropriately set their area. So that's the right size. I just need the right offset. So I'm definitely going to have to offset its Y value like this. Yeah, that's the correct Y value. Then I need to offset its X and Z values. So that's about the right Z value, just the X value next. And then there we go. And that's giving them all power. How are they doing? They're doing a little better, but they definitely need more. So I should be able to copy these offsets. So 2, 2, -4. -4. And then let me disable that and then show this. I just need to fix that. Okay, so the next one should be 0, 2, -4. Set this to 2, set this to 1, set this to 2. Stop showing this area. Instead, show the new area. That's looking good. And the next one should be the same, except the X offset is going to be -1. So render area, -1, 2, 1, 2. This is going to be 2, and then 4. Is that right? Whoops. No, 2, not 4. I'm messing everything up. What am I doing? What is happening? Are we good? That looks good. No, now they're on the Z. I messed that last one up terribly. I don't know how I managed to do that. But power, they're all full. So we should be making like a stupid amount of souls now. This is, of course, going to be full. But like, whenever it is going to get emptied, it's going to fill up again like super quickly, which is amazing. So I'm very happy with that. So now there should be nothing to be afraid of. I should be able to just hook up our thermo generators to the soul network, and we will have a ridiculous amount of power. So let me stop getting lost in my own base and find it. There we are. Oh, I got a frog in my throat. I need to hook this up to an interface, which I don't think I have any of those just laying around. So I'm going to have to hook off of something. Maybe like this right here. I could hook off of that right there. I could hook off of this Fluix cable as well. Actually, I don't know if I can or not. Let me get a smart cable going so I can see how many channels are on this. Yeah, let me get one of these. How many channels are on you, good sir? There's, excuse me, only 3 channels on that. That's nasty. I'm so sorry. 3 channels on this cable. So I can hook our souls off of this fella right here. Oh, goodness gracious. I did not mean to do all that, but that's what I did. Crap, that's annoying. And the reason why it's annoying is because you can't place blocks on this soul lava. The easier way I found to deal with this is to push pistons into it. And it's annoying, but that's just how it goes. So, boom. That didn't work. Can you not do that? Is that not a thing? Did I, like, lie? Okay, I might have lied. You can't do that, I guess. Shoot, how do you deal with this? Why did they make soul lava like this? I can't put a block here. I'm trying. I can't do it. All right, well, you know what? I'm just not going to worry about it. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to slap an interface down right there and set this to export souls out of all of these. There we go. And set all these to the max value, just in case. You never freaking know these days if you're going to have enough souls. I feel like I just run out randomly sometimes. And then I'm just going to smack a pipe down on this, and it should supply this whole thing with all the souls it needs. So right now we're at 346,000 FE per tick generation. And if I do that, we're at 3.5 million. I do feel like that should be higher, weirdly enough. Oh, I think my calculations might have been wrong. I might have calculated for 4 soul surges per generator instead of 3, because we only have 3, and that's annoying. I'll leave that for another day though. But dude, that's really good. 3 million FE, 3.5 million FE per tick. I'm pretty stoked about that. How fast is it going up? It doesn't look like it's going up very fast at all. This induction matrix can hold a stupid amount of power. Oh, are we bottlenecked by the cable? Because I'm soul surging this thing, and it's like not increasing how much we're inputting. I think we're bottlenecked. Do I have to go with ultimate pipe upgrades? I didn't think I would have to, but I think I might have to. All right, I'm switching from these mechanism cables back to power. I didn't think I was gonna have to do this. I thought the power or the mechanism cables were doing fine, but I am definitely wrong. I don't think they were doing fine. So let me switch over. I don't mind doing this. The issue is just it's expensive. What happened right there? Like pipe glitched out. Okay, that was weird. How much does it transfer? 131,000 FE per tick. See, I don't even know if that's enough. Or is that 1 million? Hang on. Was that 1 million? That is 131,000. That's I don't think that's enough. I really don't. Let me just try it though and see what happens, but I don't think this is going to be enough. Okay. Ultimate pipe upgrade in every one. I don't have the ability to do the creative pipe upgrade, I don't think. I don't even think it's craftable in vanilla. Let's see. Are we looking at greater than 3.5? No, we're looking at 0. Why? I don't know. What if I did this? We're still looking at 0? Yeah, okay. Well, I guess I can't extract from these things when they're entangled, which is very strange. What I could do is I could split the mechanism cables into like 2 different cable lines. That could be a thing I could do. So this one has 11 on it, and then right here, get on my configurator, and I could split it right there. And get rid of some of these or I guess all of the lanterns. I might have to, I'll definitely have to figure out an alternate lighting source because it's a little dark in here. Put that there. And then this is like the other line. How many is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, it's fine. And then over here, I come around the top and I just make sure it's disconnected all the way down. Right? So I'm going to disconnect this one, and so on and so forth. Yeah, just like that. So now we got 2 separate power lines. I just need to set all these to extract. And hopefully we're looking at a number bigger than 3.5 mil. All right, there we go. Let's see what we got. Still 3.5 mil. Huh. But hang on, what if I do this? Nope, that didn't... Its stored energy is maxed out. What is up with that? Something... We're definitely bottlenecked by something. It can't be the... Hang on a second. It wouldn't be the provider, would it? How much does this do? Output rate 52 million. I mean, we have 2 of those, and that doesn't specify input rate is my problem. So I'm not sure. I wonder if the cells have a limited input rate. So what if I made another induction cell? Let's get another one. Ultimate induction. No, I want the cell. So give me one of these. I'm going to have to go downstairs and speed up that one machine because this is the main bottleneck whenever I do this. And there's my induction cell. And we're going to try replacing one of those providers and see if that speeds up our throughput. Go over here, break that one, break this, put in the provider, or the cell I mean. Still 3.5. 3.5 mil. How is that possible? And I can't get all the power out of these things. I really don't know. Do the induction ports have their own throughput limit? I wouldn't think so. I guess just in case they do, let me try something. Let me get another induction port. So give me one of these. And then I'm going to put it, I guess, on the top here. And I can entangle this one with my binder. There we go. Get myself an entangled block as well, of course. And make this one on the top go into a different entangled block. There we go. And is that set to input? I think it was, right? It does it by default. Yeah, input. And we're still at 3.5. I don't know. I really don't. If you do know, leave a comment. I'm curious to know. Because I have no clue why that's happening. Like, this guy's full of power, and it's not making anything because it's full, so it can't make anything. Like, all the power isn't getting extracted from it. It makes me wonder if it's a problem with the cables, but it's really hard to say. Like, the cables show they're empty. So I've got no clue, man. I got no clue. Okay, what is going on here? This is making 160,000 FE per tick. And it's not even showing it's doing anything. It says it's making 0 FE per tick. This is bizarre. Where is it getting that 160,000 from? I don't know. I do think we're like actually getting all the power out, because that's 3.36 mil. And if I do this and come back, it's 3.52. So maybe it's just that soul surging this just isn't really doing anything. It does not do anything. And soul surging, or not soul surging, time warping the soul surges also does not do anything. I wonder, how is our interface doing? Are you like staying full of souls? It looks like it's staying full of souls. Yeah, we're doing fine on souls. I would say this is a success. If we want more power, we just build more thermogenerators. Yeah. So I guess I have to take that power and make some antimatter. We gotta get ourselves an SPS chamber thingy going. But, unsurprisingly, that's a problem for next time. I know. I wasted a lot of time babbling and rambling and, yeah. Sorry. I also need to, I guess, at our desert location here, I need to do something with this nuclear waste that we have. Because we have 600 buckets of it in this tube, and another 200 in this other tube. And we have a bit of polonium as well. And we do need that polonium, I believe, for something. What do we need polonium for? So polonium turns into polonium pellet. And we need this for the SPS thing. I would hope we have enough of it. I don't know. We also need plutonium. What is that? Plutonium. How do we get plutonium? I didn't know we needed this. It's a liquid. You get it from nuclear waste. Oh. Need nuclear waste for the plutonium and for the polonium. Interesting. Yeah, so next episode, I'm going to, I guess, maybe reassemble this fission thingy and get some more nuclear waste, get some polonium and some plutonium, and we'll get ourselves an SPS reactor going. We'll get ourselves some antimatter, and it might completely destroy my power, and the power I made this episode might be completely irrelevant because antimatter consumes so much power that it makes this irrelevant, but I don't know. We'll just have to see in next episode. See you later. Goodbye. Hope you enjoyed it. Goodbye. Leave a like on the episode. Goodbye. See you later. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Goodbye. See you later. Goodbye. Have a good rest of your day. Goodbye. See you later. Bye.